Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from DIY Dream Weddings UK, and this is the second part of the snow globe wedding bouquet DIY, and this will be the 15th of December. So yeah, so the second day of our Christmas finale. So yeah, so basically, we call it a finale? I don't know. I don't know if I got that word right. But I wanted to just show you, on the last one that we did, the last video we did, I showed you how we're doing the collage and everything. But this one's going to be a bit more to do with the construction. Before we start, I just wanted to show you that I found these, and I think these would be lovely. They're little snowflakes. I think I must have obviously got them from the Poundland or somewhere, or it might have been the works. And I thought they'd be lovely to go inside the shaker. So that's what we're doing. We're making a shaker and we're doing a Christmas scene inside it, okay? And then we're going to make it into a bouquet. So first of all, I'd like to do, so I've just worked this out all in my head, is I'd like to draw around the frame, because what I want to do is I want to put some foam on the frame, okay? There's a lot of parts to this project, which is why I decided to do it on on the 12 days up to Christmas. Okay, so right, so I'm going to draw around this, and hopefully that'll be okay to go on to the, so just gonna, I'm just thinking, will I want to I shouldn't have to ribbon the edge of this, because so I want to put the craft foam on the front of this frame. Okay, that's my plan. Okay, so so it goes on top of this. Okay, so if I just get my scissors out, I'm just gonna, sorry, I've got a lot of things here. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just get those out. Might need the bigger ones. A lot of things that I'm planning on doing. I might not be able to do them all in the same video, so we'll see. But I did go out today and got some more bits and pieces because I didn't want to run out of anything. Okay, so I'm going to cut around. I was going to do this blue, but I decided to do it white because I couldn't find the right shade of blue. And when I think about it, if we're going to cover the back of this bouquet with the material, it's got a lot of grey and white in it. I'll show you that in a minute, but it has got a lot of grey and white in there. Okay, so, and I will get back to collage, hopefully, if not in this video, in the next one. Okay, like I said, we've got 12 days, and if I come to the end of this project and before the 12 days are up, I don't think I will, but if I do, then what I'll do is I'll do another project. Okay, so anyway, thinking ahead a lot there. So we're just going to pierce the middle so that I can cut with my little scissors inside and do a little quarter inside like this. So I'm going to just cut a line along like a cross in the middle. Sorry, I'm not explaining myself properly. Do I ever? Anyway, I hope you've got your Christmas drinks and everything on at the ready, and that you enjoyed the last video. I really do, because I did. I'm really enjoying doing this because it's just something a bit different. You know, it's a little bit of a different idea, and I like to sometimes do different things. I like the idea of maybe doing something festive. Just makes a change, you know. So yeah, so just cutting round here. So I'm just cutting this, hopefully this will fit okay when I've done it. Trying to cut as accurately as I can. Okay, right, so just there around the edge, and then what we're going to be doing is putting tape on some of the, I've written the instructions down to construct the shaker. I thought we would start doing some of that, you know, just maybe putting the tape on the back and stuff. And what's the other thing? I've worked out how I'm going to put the material on the back as well. So use don't never throw anything away, all right? Because you can always use it for other projects. So that's okay. That's fine. You could turn it around and just, yeah, I think that works really well. So if we bring back the piece that's underneath, that's going to go underneath. So it's going to kind of look like that. Okay, so you can sort of see how that's going to look. And we're going to we're going to put the material on the back. That's going to look nice because it goes with the snowflakes. Okay, but before we do that, we need to do all this other stuff. So then what I want to do is just, we've got this piece here, and I want to stick this to the this piece. Okay, but if you go back in the, if you haven't seen this before, if you go back in onto day one or step one of this project, the snow globe, you will see how we cut out the pieces and all the bits and pieces for this bouquet. This is just the next bit. Okay, so yeah, just basically put that on there. Like, I'll just use a Pritt stick for that. I think that will work all right. And you can trim it around if it's not quite fitting. Just trim the edge of that paper around. I don't know if it matters, to be honest with you. I haven't say I don't know, because I can't think in my head that far ahead as to whether it will or not. If you know what I'm saying. I haven't done this project enough to know if it's going to. So I'm trying to do, let's do it all around the edge, because we really don't want any of that lifting up. I do it with a glue gun, but it's going to be lumpy if I do that. So we just try and do it all the way around the edge. I do have some wipes somewhere so I can wipe the desk afterwards, or wipe my mat afterwards. Is what I need to do, really. Just trying to just glue as much of that around the edge there. Okay, and then that's going to, like I said, that's going to go on top like that. Okay, and I will glue the heels down in a little while, if not in this one, in the next one. I'm just going to wipe that now because I've got all that glue on there. That will stick, but the hot glue won't, because it's that's why I've got this mat, because it protects from the hot glue. Okay, so basically now I'm going to do is just, I'm a bit worried in case I do it in the wrong order, but I think that'd be okay to do that now. I'm going to do it, I'm going to put the glue on here because I don't want to go beyond that hole, really, just so that I know where the hole is. Okay, so that glue gun has been on for quite a long time. You want to leave it on for quite a long time. Okay, and you stick that down. That could have been a bit straighter, but I think you'll be okay. Okay, if I need to cut it down, I will when I get to that bit. And then what we'll do is this is going to be the front. Okay, and that's how that will go, like that on top. And I'm not going to glue this on yet, because what I want to do, I don't know, let's have a go, and that will go underneath there. There's so many layers to this. It's the construction bit. What I want to do is, I'll show you. I want to take the material when it's all finished, and show you what I'm going to do. Right, so this is the material. I think that's all right now. And what I want to do with this is I want to take my bouquet and take the material and just wrap it all the way around those layers, and just cut it off around the edge of the frame, and then stick this on top of the ends. Okay, so that's what I want to do, but I don't want to do that yet. Okay, so what we want to do first, before we just start doing all that, is we want to put the sticky tape on the back of our shaker, and we want to cut our acetate out as well. So let's do our acetate first. I've got a piece of acetate in here. I actually meant to do that off camera, and I didn't. I didn't do it off camera. So I'm going to take that out. Let's take the whole thing out. I've got And you can clean this, and I'll show you how to clean it when we get to that stage. There's a lot of stages to this project, people. There really is. So I did have, and I haven't got it anymore, which is really annoying, but I did have, so this acetate, we need it to go within the frame. So you need it sort of like the edge of it to lie within the middle of the frame, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to guess how much of that acetate I actually need. And it's a really big piece, and we don't need a lot, so I'm going to cut that in half. Okay, I did have a template. I don't know what happened to it. I really don't. I must have thrown it away or something. So you can see that's the same size as your frame. So what you can do is just cut around your frame, because you just want to, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, but you just want that within. So I'm just going to hold that where it is and just cut around it. It doesn't matter if this isn't really round, it really doesn't, because you're not going to see the edge. If you do this the right way, you're not going to see the edge of that acetate. Just a second. Hi guys, sorry about that, the doorbell went. And if it's a delivery, they don't always give it to next door. So, right, okay, so if you can see the edge, if I turn that over, you can sort of see the edge where that acetate is. So what we want to do is we want to cut it within the circle. So how I do that, I'm out of breath now, is just cut that inwards, okay, like that. That means I've got to do some editing on this video now, okay. Just cut it. Let's go a bit more further in. In my head I'm thinking, do I need that glue gun on now? I don't think I do. I'm going to turn that off. So you can see it's kind of, let me just show you, it's coming inside a little bit. You want it quite a long way inside that circle. Okay. So annoying that I lost that template. I'm trying to get this video done while it's light because it gets dark quite early here in the UK in the winter time, and once you lose that light, it's really hard to. So I think that's about right, and let's just cut it so it's a bit more like a circle. Let's cut this edge piece off. Right, we could cut that further in, but do you know what? That will work, okay? That will work. You want a little bit of leeway. Let me just bring this up. You want a little bit of leeway between the edge of your frame and your acetate. Okay, so you want a little bit of space there. So that works really well, okay? Because what you want to do is run your, what we're going to run around there. I think it's double-sided. Yeah, so you want to run your double-sided tape in this piece here within the acetate. So you don't see it in here, okay? So you don't see it in this bit here. You don't want to see your double-sided foam in this window here, okay? Right, so you'll know what I mean once I start doing it. So with the double-sided tape, I might have to come back if there's not enough room on here, but with the double-sided tape, there's a trick with that, okay? And I'm just trying to put this all in the bin there. There's a trick, and the trick is putting it on some baking paper or parchment paper before you stick it onto your acetate. Yeah, before you stick it onto your acetate. So sorry, I'm just trying to think in my head how I'm going to do this. So what we want is our double-sided tape, which I did have already until the doorbell went. Oh, there we go. Somewhere. There it is. So we've got our double-sided tape, just any old double-sided tape will do. And you've got your baking paper, okay? And so you can get this pretty much anywhere, okay? This was from Aldi's. So just get it in your supermarket. And the reason this is handy is because it does, when you put your double-sided on, so I'm going to just pull that out a bit because we want it maybe quite long. So I'm going to cut that. When you, basically it stops your scissors from getting sticky, okay? Sorry about the noise. It stops your scissors from getting sticky. And I don't think it matters what side you do it on this one. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so what you want to do is run your double-sided down onto your baking paper, okay? It's just a little trick to stop your scissors from getting stickiness on. It's easier to cut it that way as well. So when you cut your double-sided, cut it underneath your parchment paper, okay? And that protects your scissors from getting sticky, okay? Just see, oh yeah, that does come off. And also, double-sided doesn't stick to the parchment or the greaseproof paper, so you can just peel it off, okay? So with this, we don't want this thick, so what I'm going to do is cut this down, okay? And just cut this down. I know there's a lot of stuff to do with construction rather than making it look pretty on this one, but I thought it might be more interesting for you to watch. And I wish that I'd got my alcoholic beverage with me now. Okay, so we're just going to cut that quite thin. I'm going to cut that quite thin. So, okay, I'm just going to cut it because you don't really need it that wide. Because it just, if it's too wide, it just gets really difficult to keep it within the area that you want to keep it within, okay? So, I think this is long enough. It needs to be quite long. Okay, so then what we do is we actually make this, cut this piece off as well around the edge a little bit because, right, okay, so now what we're going to do is take our acetate and we'll just peel off a little bit of our double-sided from our baking paper, okay? We want to just bring this round, and it doesn't matter because you want to have that, basically you want to have this tape come round as close to the edge of your acetate as you can, okay? That's what you want because you don't want it in the frame, okay? So what you want to do is take your double-sided and, I don't know if you can see the edge of that, stick it near the edge but not right over the edge of your acetate, okay? And just keep, hang on a sec, I don't know if you can see, it's like I want to put it on a piece of card or something so you can see it. I don't know if you, can you see it better if that's not there? Yeah, you can a little bit. So you want to just bring that around the edge of your acetate and pull that baking paper out from underneath gradually, okay? And just bring it round. Keep bringing that around. Because what you want to do is you want to stick this to your frame. I didn't tell you that, did I? But that's the idea, is to stick this acetate to your frame, okay? So this isn't enough, so you can just add a bit more on if it's not enough, okay? So bring that in, so you don't want that. So if you can see what, if I bring that up, you can sort of see, it's hard to show the edge. Maybe if I do, no, you can't see it. But the edge is just here, so you're just going it within the edge. Okay, so then we're just going to use another piece, and we'll just take this off as we go along like we were before. So we only need to do just, actually don't bring it too right over the top of your other bit, because only the reason why is because you want to take the end of your double-sided off. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I think I stuck that over the top of the other side, but we'll have to work with that. So then what we do is we when we're going to stick that down, I'm not going to stick that down. Oh yes, we are. Kim, come on, Kim. So what we want to do now is we want to, I did this in the last video that I done. I got confused whether I should stick it down, but we should stick it down. Okay, and we can wipe this with a wet wipe and a fibrous cloth. Okay, or even a piece of kitchen towel if you've got mucky bits on there. Okay, but first of all, we could give that a wipe. Should we give that a wipe now? Or just, no, we'll do it when we actually put everything inside, I think. Okay, so what you want to do is take the edge of your double-sided off, so you can stick that to your, well, actually, hang on. No, that's fine. We can clean either side. My brain's doing funny things. Okay, so we just take that off. It's like, what can I do before that? It's the order that it goes in that's a bit weird. Okay, so we just pull that off and then do the same on this side. We can get, it's just getting the end of that. Take that piece off. Okay, so it doesn't really matter, as you can see, it doesn't matter if that double-sided buckles. Okay, so then you want to work out what side you want to put that on. Don't think it really matters, really, but we just see how it goes on here, just so that we know what way round we're going to do that. I don't think it matters. So we're going to stick it on like this. Okay, make sure you can't see your double-sided. Just stick it on. Okay, and that's the back of your frame. Okay, and that will go on there like that. Okay. Then what we want to do is on the back here, I think it's on the back here. Yeah, we want to put some of this. Where is it? I don't know who it is. We want to put some of this. It's like a foam tape. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put this foam tape onto here within the frame. This one's a bit thicker. The foam is thicker on it. Okay, so what I might do is use this curve. We'll have to cut it down because we don't want it this wide. Okay, so we're just doing the same as we did before. So then you want to just put your foam tape, do the same with your foam tape, and just stick it to the middle of your frame. Okay, so you can see where my frame is now, I think. Let's just bring this back. If we can bring this mat back, you'll be able to see it better. It's a bit shambly, this video, I'm sorry everyone. Okay, now you can see where the frame is. So we're just going to bring that round like this. If you've got a smaller frame or a longer piece, you won't have to do this. So yeah, so I'm going to cut that there just so that I don't get anything on my scissors. Okay, let's just cut that piece off, and we want to cut that in just a little bit more. But like I said, you don't really want much of a gap in between your, really you don't want any gap here, because actually what I might do is just stick a little bit there, because you don't, if there's a hole here, then your snow's going to come out. All right, so that's that. I hope that's really explained well, I really do. And before we put this on, we'll clean it with some wipes, and we'll wipe it with a cloth as well. Okay, so that will go on top of this, just like this, and that's quite thick. That I like that. It's much thicker than the other one. We haven't taken the paper off yet, but I think that might work quite well. And then we'll have our foam on top of that, wherever that is. We're just basically we were just putting things on like this, and we were cutting them out. We're cutting them out from pattern paper that you use for that are used for greeting cards. Okay, so that's it under there. Look. So yeah, that will go on top of that, like that. So that will look really nice. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I know this isn't the most interesting of videos, and I'm so sorry about that, but I will be back to show you the next bit, which will be a bit more of this lovely collage. Okay, I know it is a bit construction, a bit more to do with construction on this, but that is part of it. That's part of the project. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you tomorrow. So you don't even have to wait that long for the next one. All right then, bye-bye everyone. Take care and have a lovely Christmas. I'm just going to say also, if you liked this video, don't forget to press the like and maybe give us a comment below. And you can also subscribe as well and get more videos just like this one. Okay then, bye-bye for now.